Oh, this is good for me though.
You guess who used to work at the Gap?
Meg, it's fine.
Kanye West.
Oh shit.
Guess who used to sell hot dogs at the mall?
We're good.
Eva
The little
Mendes.
mouse was barking.
I heard President Andrew Johnson was a tailor. George Washington was a surveyor. Herbert Hoover was an engineer. Theodore Roosevelt was a rancher. And President Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer. Hugh Jackman, who plays Wolverine, was a clown. But look who's laughing now. You know what I noticed about successful people? Successful people take a course of action which coincides with their belief or passion. Put your hand up if you work a 9 to 5 or 5 to 9 or just any job which you don't enjoy but takes up half your time. Well, hopefully in a couple of weeks, months, days, years time, you'll be able to come back to this video, hear that first line and keep your hand down. Because how many times have you visualized taking a pen from the manager's desk, or the one the cashier keeps behind the till, the one your supervisor places it strategically in their hair, or the one the security guard keeps behind his ear for extra intimidation and writing your resignation? Because there's nothing wrong with making an honest living, but be honest, are you honestly living? With this menial job which allows you just to stay afloat, yes, a job, a job, which leaves you just over broke every single month. Living your life just for the weekend, living life just on the weekend, because the other 5 days belong to your manager. You see, there's a big difference between a job and a career. Because in a career, no matter how many hours you work, you do it because it's satisfactory. But in a job, you do it for a salary. You're stuck in the rat race. And you know, being stuck in the rat race is one of the biggest of traps, because as a matter of fact, even if you win the rat race, you're still just a rat. See, I understand the need to have a job temporarily, but pursue a career eventually. Because in my job, I used to sell at least 200 shoes a day, and none of that was ever reflected in my pay. One of my colleagues once made the company $5 grand in 1 month. And you know what he got? An email, a £20 discount voucher and a complimentary lunch. And you think you're safe because your job is commission based, until you've been working there for 3 years and the secretary with the short skirt gets a promotion because her and the boss went for dinner real late. I'm sure you can relate. But wait, are we still happy with an extra week holiday and a raise in the salary? Perhaps we need more clarity. Let's look at the statistics. Because the Industrial Revolution was beneficial technologically, but it coerced a lot of people into factories for ridiculous salaries to benefit their families. And that shaped people's mentalities exponentially, and essentially, it became the norm to work for someone else by the turn of the century. And I could have regurgitated facts and figures to support this, but I choose not to boast. Plus, that would give them nothing to write about in the Huffington Post. Now, in 3 years, I've had 6 jobs, and that made me think that long term I could never be happy working one of these jobs. And I used to have a rich uncle called Steve, and they say that apple don't fall far from the tree, so maybe subconsciously I was trying to get one of Steve's jobs. I understand more than anyone that a job allows you to pay the bills, make ends meet and survive. But that's exactly what it is, surviving, not living. I hope you're aware of the difference. It's like when you hear but don't listen. Because you can hear good advice, but if you don't heed it, it does no benefit to your system. The same way only knowledge with application is wisdom. I hope you're creating the distinction. Sean Corey Carter said it best. 9 to 5 is how you survive, and I'm not trying to survive. So he strived hard for his dream, and look where it took him. So bear that in mind next time you drive past that arena in Brooklyn. But then again, survival is the only trait that every human being has in common. And do not take this as a reason to quit your job, go back home and stare at a computer screen. Because a government check plus idleness does not equal success. Success will not fall in your lap. In my family, we have a saying. It says, if you really want to grow trees, pray for rain, but don't neglect to water your seeds. Chase your dreams. Because I wrote this on the back of a payslip, on the late shift, the grave shift, the slave shift, and makeshift wages. Google the term corporate sharecropping. and you understand what I'm talking about. If somebody wants to do these jobs, then let them. And from the bottom of my heart, I respect them. Because I once met a garbage man who was the happiest man that I've ever met. But don't become a slave to a paycheck, because a job is a safe net. The condom which the system uses to screw you, and none of us would be here if everyone practiced safe sex. Stand tall. And if you're not sure if you're building someone else's dream, maybe this will help. Jerry Giles said, you will recognize your own path when you come upon it, because you will suddenly have all the energy and imagination you will ever need. And don't be afraid to innovate, because it's not about how much change you make, but rather about how much change you make. Because a business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. So you decide what your life is worth, your passion or your paycheck. Because your playing small does not serve the world. Because what is our deepest fear? It's not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Confucius. Choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Peace.
Is that just fire you up or what?
That's cool.
I love that. I need to get that one.
Good.
We started on 7, so we got like 7 minutes. You want to just go jump into it, or?
Yeah. I told him to call.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a little behind, I guess, but thank Matt and his wife, his daughter, for letting us use their house. Pretty cool house, huh?
It is, it's beautiful.
But they're selling it, so it's like,
It's
come on, man,
Yeah, it's all good. Nice.
living the dream.
Wait till you see the next one.
So, anyway, thank them. I appreciate you guys all coming out here for everyone that's new. It's been a lot of fun. You know, that video I found that probably a month ago, and I thought it was a pretty right in your face kind of video, so I like it. Kind of puts things in perspective a little bit. Travis was going to speak, and I was actually really stoked for him to get up and talk.
You want me to?
I'll let you finish. I'll let you close.
Okay.
So, but we're a little short on time, so I'm just going to tell you guys who I am and why I'm a part of this amazing opportunity. Tell you a little bit about what I got going on, and then we're going to have a gentleman by the name of Alkazin get on. This guy tied to the top income earner in this company, and you know, they've been really successful. They're helping a lot of us here. You know, not only become successful financially, you know, but give us that time freedom, which that video is all about. You know, kind of like a 5-year plan to a 40-year plan, I guess is the best way I like to put it. So anyway, my name is Justin Howard, 25. I'm from Littleton, Colorado. I know Travis because I played hockey with him for a few years at UNC, college hockey. He's getting married next August, and I'll be the best man, so looking forward to where this is all going to be in a year from now, and financially free for him, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to get him there. So I grew up in Littleton. Both my parents were entrepreneurs, and I kind of got to watch them, you know, in their business ventures, and I saw them be successful. You know, it was up and down. That's part of the whole entrepreneurial challenge, and I think there's an entrepreneur in every one of us. I like to say everyone here has the ability to make $1 million a year or more. So we just sometimes think we all settle, which this opportunity is about kind of living above and exceeding your potential. So I went to college at UNC for 5 years, and I graduated in 2011. Now, I was a BC student in high school. I was a C student in college. But when I graduated UNC, I was going into the entrepreneurial world. You know, I always knew, watching my parents, that I didn't want to go and be told when I had to work, you know, how much I had to make, you know, what I had to do. So Alex Morton says when I had to go to the bathroom and when I had to go take a lunch break or when I can go on vacation. So I knew when I came out of school I really wanted to, you know, do my own thing. But that has definitely been a challenge. You know, I've had some successful businesses, and I've had some non-successful businesses, more non-successful businesses than successful businesses. And throughout that, I've racked up credit card debt, I've had student loans, I've gone months without making money, but in the end, it was all about getting to my dream. Which for me, you know, it's about having that time freedom. When I have a family, I want to be there. You know, I want to be able to help people be successful because I think that's important. I think a lot of us tend to just do what everyone else does, and it's kind of insane because we'll always get what they get, you know. So if we keep doing what we're doing, we're just going to get the same results. So, and then a few years ago, I watched my parents who were very successful, you know, and they're reaching that point where they were going to retire, and they lost everything. They had to file bankruptcy, they lost all their real estate and all their businesses, and it really puts things in perspective that, especially living in this country, that we have a lot of opportunity and it can be gone real quick. But one thing I noticed is my parents didn't rebound back to where they were. So for that, you know, I learned that in all of us, the success of any one of us is how far we rebound after we fall. You know, if you fall on your face on a bike, if you don't get on a bike, you're not going to learn to ride a bike. So in business or whatever you're doing, chasing people in LA, you know, or whatever it is, you know, it's just part of the nature of the whole game is how well you can rebound after you fall. So I really learned that from them, and for me, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot lately that I want to help them retire too. You know, they may never retire. You know, there's a lot of people that never even have that opportunity, even though that's what they were told for the last 45, 50 years. So for me, it's about that time freedom, and you know, in the end, I want to be in control of my destiny. So what this opportunity is about is helping people, and that's why I've seen it to be very rewarding. You know, I've seen a lot of different business opportunities, and this is probably one of the best, hands down. You know, it doesn't put a ceiling on your income at all, which a lot of things out there do. So I thought that was a big thing. You know, in this company, which was founded in 2004, you know, they have 3 unique lines of product. They're actually all in here. They got the liquid supplement, which is awesome. They got the Verve energy drink, and then they got the body line. So one thing I come across is I hear this whole pyramid scheme thing, or is this illegal? Is this something that, you know, how do you make money? I get that all the time. And I always tell people, well, first, what is a pyramid scheme, right? Because a lot of people don't necessarily know. But then the whole credibility behind this company, which is absolutely amazing, is the energy drink is the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Coyotes in the NBA and the NHL. Second, that body line was developed by Chris and Heidi Powell of ABC, and that's on their extreme weight loss show, and that gets millions of views. Michael Jordan, anybody play basketball? He made the Vemma and the Verve the official wellness supplement, and the Verve energy drink the official whole thing of the Charlotte Bobcats. So in addition to that, Dr. Oz, you guys know who he is?
Yes.
America's doctor, pretty well known.
Yeah.
You know, he's had the Verve energy drink on his show multiple times in the last year. You know, I think he's Oprah is his boss, right? So I mean, some of those, that credibility factor was something that was really attractive to me in this business. You know, and that's why I always inform people on. I don't think the NBA, the NHL, ABC. I think Sean Merriman is invested in it, and he's supports this. So I don't think those people behind something they knew was illegal. I know the NBA alone had a ton of lawyers investigate this company from top to bottom. So I always tell people that, you know, and the opportunity is what I really like to talk about. And I guess a couple things else I get 3 things that objections in this business. You know, maybe, you know, those of you guys are new that can relate. I get the whole, it's a scheme, so we kind of just went over that, right? And I get the whole time factor, and then I don't have any money. Well, let me tell you this, I was completely broke when I started this business. I think I had to borrow money to start it at the time. And then the whole time factor, I think a majority of people in this business, especially when they're starting out, have their own business. So I always tell people, you fit this into your lifestyle. You know, I know Travis is, you know, full-time at the club, and he works it into his schedule. You know, he's going to make it happen. So it's about working this into your lifestyle. You know, and then eventually bringing the income up from Vemma, which we'll have Chris Alkazin. He'll talk a little bit here in a minute, a little about that and how the business works and what his story is. But it's about building up and getting that time freedom, you know, and really not capping the income you can make in this business. I mean, in life, you know, we all, like I said, I think every one of us can make $1 million a year easily, you know. But you got to invest that, you know, and you got to be willing to put it in, you know, that time to get there, you know. So it definitely takes time, you know. And my dream is always what I've pursued. You know, I've been completely broke and in a lot of different situations, but you know, in the end, you know, when I'm in my mid-30s and you know even earlier than that, you know, I'll still be watching a lot of my friends still doing the corporate grind. But you know, it's sad because I've talked to a lot of them about this, and That's why the people I hear really respect you even for being here. Because a lot of people don't even know what they're saying no to. They won't even truly know at all unless they come here. Now, I understand it may not be for some people, and that's completely understandable, but in life, 80% of all success is just showing up. So regardless of what you're doing, just be present. You know, just come and see what it's all about. So we're going to get Chris on the line, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his story. He's related to the top incomer in this company who coaches myself and our organization. You know, he never has to work a day in his life again, but he's invested in a lot of people, and he's made a lot of people successful. As well as there's other people throughout this company. This whole thing is about investing in people. It's not about the product, which is amazing anyways. It's about investing in people and giving them a second option or a different perspective on what's out there. So my voice is going hoarse. I'm going to let Chris get on the line. So we're going to have Matt get going with that. I need some water.
So Matt,
May I grab a verb, Matt?
stuff for you guys.
Yeah, may I grab a verb?
Yeah.
See, I was going to have Brian cook on, but
I haven't met him yet.
I lost the weight selling a house, buying a house.
Yeah.
You great.
I just wondered.
These guys
No,
can do it.
this is great. I just wondered, I've never seen how they do a home.
This is.
No, I know. I should probably.
Are we calling him, guys?
Yeah, you're gonna call him. He's right up right there.
Alkazin's calling, I'm just curious.
But I
think Tim and Tony would do it.
31.
Did you put people in
Well,
the
I'll have like some dinner real quick and
No,
for like
that person has been under you for a long time.
What does that even mean?
Shower lightsaber, like
Wanting to build two sides of your business, and
They're
that's,
usually
you're
cheap,
on my right
right?
side and not putting people under you.
yeah.
So what is that?
So you big man?
It's good.
Once your income
What's that?
qualifies,
Huh?
make money from that.
Oh.
Patriots fan.
Oh, it's good, Brady. So what do you think of Tebow being a Patriot?
What's his number, guys?
Oh, here he's
I
going.
haven't been watching it, like, just or anything, but I think that's weird.
No, I'm a big Tebow guy. I think it would be great to have him under Brady. 'Cause Brady's amazing.
Well, eventually give him the opportunity to actually play the ball.
Yeah.
Then he could be
He's
good.
never had that opportunity. Want me to call him?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's there. What's up? What's up, Chris? How you doing?
I'm muted.
Hi, Chris.
We can't hear you.
Mute's off. It's his.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, so man, we just kind of went through. So just kind of tell your story and what you see, and where you see this company going in the next, not just year, but in the next 5, 10 years, and what kind of opportunity that provides. So the show's yours, man.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you guys very much for your time. I could see a Broncos shirt. Is that a Denver Broncos shirt?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
He's a Patriots fan, though.
You can imagine who my team is here in San Diego.
Boo.
Yeah. It's kind of sad. I've been a Chargers fan for a long time, and now that Denver has taken 2 of our players, plus Peyton Manning, I have such little faith in the Chargers.
Oh, yay.
I know. I shouldn't say it, be like that. It's kind of I'm being a negative fan, but I know what to expect from the Chargers. Anyways, I'll tell you what I can expect from Verb and from Vemma and where we are going. So, yeah, my story, guys. I'm 29 years old. I'm Chris Alkazin. I'm in San Diego County, kind of north of San Diego in downtown San Diego. I have lived in California and San Diego my whole life. I have been really surrounded by this industry, by network marketing, ever since I was little. I had great exposure to many leaders at a young age, from the Borrego family with BK's parents, and getting to kind of grow up with BK since we've known him since he was 18 years old. And he and I have a big similarity in that we were both working in the job market, working for someone else. And I recently, a couple months ago, quit my job at UPS. I would have been there for 10 years. Had I not seen the big picture, had had I not seen where I believe Verb and Vemma and this business and everything is going. So I've been taking the products for 8 years. I mean, Vemma was the beginning of it all. If you've learned a little bit about what Vemma is, I mean, I love the way I felt on it. Like, it tasted great, number one. Number two, my mom had great results on it. She's had high blood pressure. She's had arthritis, really from just from her side of the family, from genetics. And I didn't, I mean, at a young age, I mean, I knew I didn't really need it, but I love the way it tasted, and it gave me just that boost of energy naturally. I mean, it's giving your body what it needs. So a couple of years go by after Vemma had started, and Vemma really got put into Verb. So we were able to say that, yes, Mr. So-and-so, we have the healthiest energy drink on the market. I mean, from A to Z, top to bottom, if you compare us and you look at the charts, there are no other energy drinks on the market that can compare to what we have. So I got a little bit more interested, a little bit more involved, but I still wasn't really fully invested, fully working this until this year, until the end of January, about February 1st, and Verb Bold started, and Verb Bold was launched, and I got to go to the Lakers-Suns game in Phoenix, and the Phoenix Suns, we are the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. And it was exciting to be up in the lounge. Like, there's this big circular lounge that's up in the Verb, that's in the Phoenix Suns arena. And I started to meet one young person after another. And we have this hashtag. We talk about this YPR movement, the Young People's Revolution. And I got to meet one young person after another, 18, 19, maybe more 20, 21 years old. And they were doing phenomenal. They were making so much money in this. And more importantly, it wasn't about the money for them. It was about really what they were doing. They were getting to retire their parents, and they were getting to travel, and they were getting to just do tons and tons of things that young people don't get to do because they're in school, because they're working retail jobs, working minimum wage jobs. So I got to see the big picture in Phoenix. That was like my turning point. So I really decided, like, okay, this is for me, because I used to be really skeptical. I used to think I don't need to do this. I used to tell myself why I couldn't do this and why I shouldn't do this. And I was just like, I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to sit on the sidelines and watch other people succeed, which is crazy because I'm blessed and very fortunate to be a part of the Alkazin family, to be the oldest son. My younger brother, Brad, is the #2 income earner. My parents, the #1 income earner in the world. And my sister, who's fully invested, she's one of the top 50 earners as well. Now, it's not about the money. I can say that because for me, it's not about the money for me and for my family. It's about you. It's about helping people. It doesn't matter what your background is, what you do in life. It does not matter it doesn't matter where you've been and what you've done or not done. This is a great opportunity for you, and I love to share my story. I love to share that I was skeptical. I was unsure of myself, but I saw there was a turning point for me, and this was that basketball game where I saw Verb Bold come out, and Verb Bold has taken off. The sales have been phenomenal. I mean, we are seeing something that is just, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen young people in that demographic, let's just say 18 to 25 years old, who are set for life, guys. Literally, they are going to be making residual income, and with low overhead, with about $150 a month on 2 cases of product. They have to have 2 cases of our product a month, and they're making money for a lifetime. So this is not only an opportunity of a lifetime, this is a lifetime of an opportunity. Eric Thomas told us that. And so what I learned, guys, is that, yes, I was unsure of myself. I was unsure about this, but I got to thinking, like, I can do this. Yeah, like, I know tons of people my age and around my age, 20. I'm 29 years old. I know a lot of friends of mine from high school. We've all been working hard jobs. I mean, working too hard and working for someone else, more importantly. So we haven't had the time freedom. So I decided to quit UPS. By faith, I knew that I would be fully invested in this, guys. And I've just put in a little bit of time, and because I was building the business, but I got comfortable. A couple of years ago, I was building my business, and I just was like, I kind of am comfortable. I'm going to go back to working my job at UPS, having no time freedom, being told how much time I'm allowed to have off, when I have to take a break. So it's kind of silly. It's silly just to think that you have to go out there and work at a job and being told what you're worth, being told how much money you're worth per hour. That's silly to me. So here I am, guys, sharing my story with you because I see this, exploding even more than it has over the last 15 months since this college market wipe the art movement started with my brother and Alex Morton. So what two guys started will continue to grow because the college market, guys, is a revolving door. There are always new students coming in, freshmen coming in. The same applies to the military. Anybody that you know that is in the Marine Corps, the United States Army, the Navy, the Air Force, there are always new recruits, new boots that are going to be out on the field, out there in the world. So this, guys, is a great opportunity for you. If you're new today, it is okay to be skeptical. It is okay to be unsure, and it is okay to be critical of this, because I was. Now, I don't think you were more skeptical than me, because I had the best support, and yet I chose not to do it, guys. But now, I see it. I see where this is going in the next 5, 10, 15 years. We are going to continue to show people. We like to compare ourselves right now to other network marketing companies like Avon, Mary Kay, Amway, that all started with a certain dollar amount per year. Let's just say one of the top distributors at Herbalife, Anthony Powell, who is with Vemma now. He started in Herbalife when Herbalife was about at $115 million a year. He started in Vemma, and when Vemma's at $120 million a year. So why did he leave Herbalife? Why did he leave Herbalife and join a competing network marketing company, Vemma? He sees the big picture, guys, and he loves our CEO, Mr. BK Barreco, a man who you would never, ever imagine is a CEO because of his heart, because of his love for people. That's what I learned early on at a young age. A lot of my characteristics, my character, and a lot of the qualities I have right now, I owe to many people, to the Barreco family, because I learned early on what it's like to love others, to give others anything, to put others first, and more importantly, how to show somebody how much you truly care for them. Because Zig Ziglar is a great mentor of mine. I've listened to a lot of his stuff, and he says you can get anything that you want in life if you help someone else get what they want. And that's why we're here, guys. We are here to help you get what you want, and we want you to understand that there is a...
What happened?
Commercial.
No, I've never seen that.
I've never seen.
Oh yeah, this is a used street.
Does he know that he blocked out, do you think?
Maybe. It's kind of funny that he's probably still talking.
Probably is.
I've never seen that.
Okay, that's my potty break.
Oh, there you go.
You can go, yeah, just right
go.
there.
Or there's one around
Okay.
left.
We'll do a quick video shoot.
Should we try and call him again?
Starting with you, Voris. Oh, that's a picture. You're going to be on camera, man. You gotta get pumped. You ready?
Do it.
Just do something crazy. You just won the Super Bowl or something. So you ready? Here it comes. What's up? There you go. There we go. What's up? What's up? You just won the Super Bowl?
Woo!
Says
Linda. Oh, there's Igor again.
says he's offline.
I'll tell you.
Says everyone who's offline.
You must have hit something.
Yeah, it's not
So you from New England? No, you were born in Greeley, right?
Yeah.
You said? So how did you come up Pasadena?
I mean, it says you're connected.
Yeah, we're connected.
So it must have been
Patriots back
Or, I mean, it's
Oh,
weird
cool.
So ever since then.
how all these people are offline
Patriots,
now.
that's what I like.
Oh, cool. I have a good friend of mine. He's a teacher over there, John.
Alright, well,
They're really school, right? They're taking it down, right?
I don't know.
I heard they were taking it down and
That school's been there forever long, and then I know that I'm in the Patriots somewhere, like John Evans Dragons or something like that.
yeah, I haven't. See, I mean,
Send
I
him a
don't know.
message.
I can't pronounce states, but
Yeah, hey, do you want to call?
Chris?
Yeah.
On what?
Just phone. Ask him what's
He's
going
like,
on.
oh, I'm still talking to you.
He's like,
Yeah,
where,
really.
Why are you calling me
hold on.
right?
So it was disconnected, you know.
Oh.
There we go.
Why would you do that?
So you went to UNC for 4 years? Or 5?
You ended the call,
Yeah,
Dad.
that was a 5-year plan.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, as soon as I could.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
Do you like
it's,
UNC?
well, it's pretty
You have a
good.
good experience here?
There we go.
I did too. I love it up here, man. Just like the whole city, and you know, from like.
Hey Chris, sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Like Littleton.
No worries, not a problem.
Like here, man, it's just
Okay.
really, yeah, it's just a lot of fun up here.
Good time.
Looks like his dad.
You just do your.
Little technical difficulty, sorry guys. So, you know, all in all, what was the last thing I said? Did you guys catch? I might have slipped my mind there.
You're talking how cool Travis is.
Oh, yes, Travis, Justin Howard, Kendra, Matt, and Von Rosenbaum. I mean, the list goes on. That's something I could touch on, guys, the relationships. I love the fact that I've reconnected with many of my close friends from high school. I love that. I love knowing that my great friend Jason Kirby, he just hit the level of diamond in about 3 months. He had a why. He discovered why he wanted to do this. And we locked arms and we were working together. We got connected with Matt and Fawn. Matt and Fawn have connected with Travis and Justin and Kendra. The list goes on and on. So the amazing part of this business is that we get to work together as a team, and this is the team concept because my success is determined, is based off of Travis and Justin's, Matt and Fawn. So I will not succeed until they succeed. So I will do anything that I can to get them to succeed. And that goes for every one of you that's in that room. So the business, guys, it's a great opportunity. We show you how to do this. We have a great system in place. The products taste great. The products are amazing. I've never heard one complaint about the products. I've just heard about all I've heard, the feedback I've heard is when do you guys get this flavor or that flavor? When do you get it more and more and more? So to touch on where I see this going, this is going far, guys. We are going very far. Oh, I'll introduce you guys really quick. This is a good friend of mine. This is Rio. She's from Arizona. She's in Alex Morton's group. She's here for the event on Saturday, and these are my good friends Travis and Justin and Matt Voris, who I haven't met yet. So, anyways.
Yeah, you got a lot. You got some good people here.
Some good people. So that's what it's about, guys. The relationships. We are connecting. Like Rio and I, we went and got a coffee today. We were sharing the product with sharing a verb with a girl in there in the coffee shop who works 2 jobs. Hey guys, the truth is, traditionally, like working 40, 50 years of your life, that's not very fun. Why don't we help you turn this into like what my dad learned, how to turn a 40-year career into 7 years. He learned that early on when he was working in Amway. And that's the key, guys. If you can look at this as, like I like to call it my 5-year plan. I'm going to build this over the next 5 years with everything that I have, and I'm investing fully into this, guys. This is an amazing opportunity, and we are in over 50 countries. We have great credibility. So the credibility's there. The product tastes great. All we need to do is to show you as an individual how you can make a bit of additional income on a part-time basis. We want you to continue doing what you're doing. If you're in school, that's great. If you want to be a doctor, a teacher, whatever it is you wanted to do, that is wonderful. This is designed to help you build a part-time, just on a part-time basis, guys. A little bit of extra money. We'll show you how to do that. But the key is that part-time money can turn into what you're making in a year, you can make in a month in Vemma. It's possible, guys. People are very much making a lot of money in this. But it's more important for us to understand and to realize that this is the relationships, the connections, the time freedom. You cannot get time back. The time that you want to spend with your family, the time you want to spend with your friends, the places you want to go, be with the people you want to be with, and go where you want to go. And make a little bit of extra money with this opportunity, guys. So with that, that's my story. I want you to know that I personally want to see you all succeed. It is my goal to get the newest person going and to hold your hand along the way, because it will be scary. It will be hard, guys. But if it was easy, everybody would do it. And that's what we're trying to do, guys. We're trying to show you all that there is a better way. There's a better way. Residual income, network marketing, it's a lifestyle for me, guys, and I love knowing that I get to come out soon to Colorado. My dad and I are just finalizing when we want to come out and meet every single one of you. But that's what it's all about. I mean, it's a lifestyle for me, and my brother and I are working together, my brother and sister and I, and that's one of the big reasons why I'm doing this, guys, is to carry the legacy, to fill some really big shoes that my dad has, but to carry a legacy on with us 3 kids combined. But the most important thing is we're carrying on that legacy to show you exactly what our parents taught us. And it's about people. This is a people business. It's about helping people. And the stories I can tell you and share with you, I mean, it's amazing. But that's a little bit about myself. I'm Chris Alkazin I'm from 29. From San Diego. Appreciate the time, guys, and I want you to know that this is a lot of fun. If you want to make this work for you, we will show you how, and we'll help you every step of the way. You will not do this alone. You'll be with a great team of people with a great support line. So with that, I thank you guys for the time. Travis and Justin, I'm very, very proud of you guys for continuing your excitement, your energy level. You guys are continuing to work hard at this. And that's the key, guys. Just put a little bit of time in, and this could take you very, very far.
Awesome, man.
Thanks,
Chris.
Very soon. We are signing out. See you later.
See you, Chris.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we're kind of finishing up. Travis has and he's going to close it out for us. He's going to tell us about him.
Good, Travis. Good, Travis.
My second time, so take it easy on me, right?
That's okay.
Chris is a pretty cool guy, though, huh?
He's so cool.
You can just leave.
He's closing with an air guitar performance.
Send you this DVD?
Yeah.
And then,
I can bring you a
that
copy.
other video link we
American?
watched.
Oh, which one?
The black dude with the English accent.
American?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's on here?
Yeah, that's right there.
Oh,
You
cool.
want me to just bring the DVD?
I'm a little short.
All right. Well, once again, like Justin said, I want to thank Matt's family for having us here and the support. You guys are always coming around and helping us out. I love it. For those of you who do not know, my name is Travis Hitt, 26 years old. Favorite color is blue.
There we go.
I like long strolls on the beach. Probably during the day. I like the sun. But I mean, that's just kind of how I am. But I do work at the Boys and Girls Club. That's how I know you, Bear. Met 3 years ago, 2.5-ish, something like that. I run one of the 4 clubs in Weld County. I'm the clubhouse director there. And then I've actually been engaged for about 6 months now. Like Justin said, we're getting married in about a year or so, a little bit over. And I'm very excited about that. Yeah. I guess he is one, so he's got to be excited about it. Just a quick little background about myself. Where do I start? So much about it. 26 years. Okay, here we go. So ended up going to UNC, spent 4 years there. When I actually started to go to UNC, about a semester into it, my parents decided that we cannot afford this. So I had to decide what to do. Do I drop out? Do I beg people for money? Do I donate a lot of blood? What do I do? Ended up, I just said, I'll take out some loans. So the easy way out. Ended up at the end of my 4 years there, over $30,000 in debt. Great times. Like I said, minus the semester, so about $30,000. The kicker to that is right before my senior year, actually ended up, when I embraced my college life a little bit too much, ended up with a DUI. For those of you who have ever seen anyone who's had one or know anyone, whatever, average is about $10,000. So, when I graduated from UNC 2011, I owed about $40,000. How did I pay that off? Or how am I paying that off still? Quick question. How many of you have had more than 2 jobs at one time? About 3.
Oh.
5?
Oh, gosh.
I had 7 jobs at one time.
Wow.
That's how I tried to survive. Keyword is try. I didn't even want to go through what I was doing. But basically, a lot of different stuff. I had 7 jobs, and literally I barely made it. You know, honestly, I had got my DUI right about the time I actually started going out with my fiance. Things were pretty crazy back then, and pretty hectic. A lot of changes going on. And honestly would not be here if it wasn't for her. I don't know where I would be. You know, I wouldn't have changed my life. I wouldn't be where I am. So thankful for her and all of her support. Hallie helped me out a little bit too. Like I said, so 7 jobs, and honestly barely got by. And in my head, I was like, I can't continue doing this. You know, I'm working far more than 40 hours a week, minimum wage, more than minimum wage, and it just wasn't working. What am I going to do? How am I going to survive? 9 to 5 job, I need a salary. I need to get a full-time job. Took me about 6 months to get it. So, what do? 6 months, 7 jobs, finally I get it. Here I am, got my full-time job. I love it, Boys and Girls Club. Good days, bad days. Besides for either, have any of you been inside the Boys and Girls Club? How many kids were in there?
A bunch.
Yeah? How many kids did you have today, Ray?
130.
Oh,
130?
crap.
Yeah, I probably had about 110 or so. Great times. Love the Boys and Girls Club. Phenomenal program. I love it. You're doing, I mean, either as a product of Boys and Girls Club. You grew up in it. It's a great product. I love it. It's awesome. But there are some days where you come home and you're like, I don't want to do anything. I need a beer, 2, 3.
I never
you
want
know.
kids.
I don't want kids. You know, there's a lot into it where like you're very excited about it most days, and then there's some days you're like, I'm done. I'm out. So yeah, and so now here I am thinking, I have this great job. It's awesome. I'm getting full-time salary, and once again, I'm still barely getting through. It's weird. I had 7 jobs. Now I have 1 full-time salary. This is what I wanted. This is what we're all grown up. This is what you're supposed to do. And I'm still barely getting by. I'm paying over $500 a month for my loans. Just actually, this last December, finally paid off my credit card for my DUI. Woo!
Yay.
Gotta love it. Took a lot of effort. But, so still, once again, like, I don't want to work so hard, and still, literally, every month, I have $0. And I have a full-time job. And this is what we're supposed to have. And so, Justin comes up to me and he goes, hey, do you want to check this out? Sure, I'd love to. And it just, being around here, meeting the people about it, and it's just amazing how positive everyone is. How much I can see it changing my life. Instead of having barely scraping by with the job I have now, I can see myself in a year from now, potentially even I can have this job and actually just volunteer. Less stress, same amount of fun, probably more fun. Yeah. That's what I'm really excited about. So hopefully, even before I get married, I'll be done, I'm out of there, and I'll go volunteer every now and then and have Justin take over for me. But so I mean that's my why. This is why I'm doing it. I mean I'm getting married a year and a half-ish, whatever, and I'm starting a new family. I want to have time for them. I want to be there. I want to, once we get kids, be there, coach them.
Where are you getting those kids?
I don't know where I'm going to get them from.
We need to talk.
I mean, you can get them anywhere, right?
You got 2 you can have.
I like the little ones. I like the little ones. I mean, it starts small, kind of like buttons. Anyways, I do, I want to start my family. I want to be there for my family. It is the biggest thing. I want to be able to, coach my kids. Not in soccer. I hate soccer. I'm sorry if anyone likes it. But hockey, there it is. Hockey's where it's at.
You're going to have girls.
I don't care. They can play hockey.
Oh, God.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hated playing against girls when I was a kid. They always, but yeah, so I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to be there. I want to not have to basically go to a restaurant and say, oh, that filet looks great. I can't afford it. I'll get a cheeseburger. I want to say, oh, my son or my daughter is doing whatever, a play or a sport. I want to be there. I want to be there every step of the way. And that's kind of what I want. I mean, that's just what's driving me. What I'm really excited about this whole thing. So that's my whole spiel. Does anyone else want to step up? No?
We did good.
I did
All right.
Good job, guys.
We're gonna have
I don't have a grand finale. I mean, I just...
Matt's gonna close out. This is his house.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
I haven't heard your
story, Matt?
Well, I haven't told my story yet, but I'm Matt Voris. I'm 46 years old. I've been in network marketing for about 2 years now. A year and a half that was with another company, and I learned about the business and the potential of network marketing, but my heart wasn't in that company. And long story short, I decided that that wasn't for me, but network marketing was. I've spent 30 years in corporate America. I spend 10 to 12 hours a day sitting at a cubicle. I make a lot of money doing that, but I have no time freedom. I'm a slave to that job. I have 2 beautiful daughters and a beautiful wife, and I hardly see them. We're like ships passing in the night. They probably like that, but I'd like to spend more time with them. So that's why I'm here, that's why we're here, that's why you're here tonight. Because my mission is to help as many people as I can, just like Chris said tonight, just like Justin's doing, and like the dream Travis is chasing, and you guys too. So, I mean, it's a team deal, and the more people we can get involved, the better it'll be for all of us. So, as some of you know, we've had a stressful week. I talked to about 40 people about this business. I have probably 20 that are seriously considering either being a customer or joining as a brand partner. I just have had so much stuff going on, I haven't been able to, hey, let's sit down and do this.
Yeah.
Next week, I think we should all have a goal if we have a meeting, try to get one person here at least.
Great.
It's not that hard to do, so we got a week to do it. If you guys want to continue doing this on Thursdays, our place is available. If we switch,
Yeah, for now, right?
Yeah, I was
if we-
gonna say, wait, yeah,
if
we're
we wanna-
shipping boxes everywhere.
if we want to switch out with Matt, you know, when they're ready to go again, that's cool too. So, and then when we,
My house too.
yep, and then when we go to our new place, doors open for any of you. So,
Gotta keep the boxes there.
Yeah, Megan will have us at her college house.
Oh, there you go.
Might be a little
We're done, man.
cramped,
That's-
but.
that was good. Thanks for
You know,
coming.
We're all from 3 different teams.
yeah.